Hello guys, this is Surya sir teaching for UPSC CSC Anthropology. We'll be continuing our archaeology series further. Today's topic of discussion is prehistoric art. This belongs to paper 1 1.8 part of UPSC Anthropology mains syllabus. Previous questions have also appeared relating to this topic. Colin Renfrew and Paul Bahn have already defined prehistory as that history which is before written records. So here we'll continue this line of thinking. If you haven't studied or watched the video on archaeology, you can go back and watch it because this series continues with the previous series. Prehistoric art was defined by Leakey in 1960 as rough drawings in sand, earth and clay by prehistoric man. When you use thinkers in definition, it gives a good approach to the answer. This is not an answer, this is mostly notes, but you can eke out good answers from these notes also. These have been meticulously prepared, be assured. The second point is categorization. Historical categorization of prehistoric art is into period 1, period 2 and period 3. Period 1 belongs to Upper Paleolithic, period 2 belongs to Mesolithic, and period 3 belongs to Chalcolithic phase. Now what is the time period? Upper Paleolithic is 40,000 to 10,000 years ago. Lower Paleolithic is 2.5 million years ago to 1 lakh years ago. Middle Paleolithic is 3 lakh years ago to 30,000 years ago. Now the important thing to note is in lower and middle Paleolithic no evidence of painting has been found. So painting and art develops from Upper Paleolithic, which is characterized as period 1 in the historical categorization of prehistoric art. The third point is that D. Solians defined after studying the Altamira art from Spain and other art forms from France into prehistoric art into home art and cave art. Now Upper Paleolithic art, which started from 40,000 to 10,000 years ago, had the following features. Now very important thing to note in archaeology questions is that you have to mention the time period. Without time period, the examiner will not give much marks. The time period is very important in archaeology questions. The characteristic features include hunting expedition and scenes. So at that time the culture was such that there was hunting, also called as big game hunting. So most of the art form also belonged to hunting scenes and hunting expeditions. When you hunt, there were bleeding animals which were painted, pierced with arrows. This was seen in Macaroni art, which is in France. This hunting process was whole part of the Upper Paleolithic art, or also called as the prehistoric art. Now it was done on 3 dark caves and passages, because dark caves and passages were extensively used for rest, for living in prehistoric man. So it was done. It was also done on open rock shelters. It was done on flat rock slabs as well. The next point feature is that the human face and animal bodies were mixed. In Macaroni art France, it was studied that in many places the art feature had human faces but animal bodies, animal faces on human bodies. Next point is that humans were stick-like. There were long snouted animal fox, multi-legged lizard and animal motifs or animal pictures which were drawn in the form of art on caves, rocks and other places. The shape was wavy or rectangular or geometric. In geometric, different forms were used. There was superimposition of paintings. That means paintings one were superimposed over the other. Now first painting was discovered in India by Archibald Carlyle. And the categorization of prehistoric art or paintings can also be done on the basis of man painting, animal painting or geometric painting forms. Now how will you get more marks here? The key point here is that art explained in prehistoric art was as magico-religious practices. This is again your part of your syllabus. There were a picture of sorcerers or shamans who perform magico-religious practices, because at that time such practices were prevalent. There was less of scientific knowledge and hence the tribals or other prehistoric men continued with these practices. But as the culture changed, the art form also changed. Here the art form was true to reality. That means real hunting scenes, bleeding animals, humans hunting were shown. For example, in Bhimbetka and Jogimara. But it changed to animism, which we'll study in other religion topic, which is also part of paper 1 in the Neolithic period. So from the real form, it formed an idealized form. So art changed from Paleolithic to Neolithic time. If you add this in your answer of prehistoric art, you again get an edge and you show better understanding of the topic. Here you can add one thinker, D.K. Bhattacharya, who also pointed out that prehistoric art showed big game hunting as well as the process of socialization. When you hunt, even there is big game hunting, there may be sharing, there may be development of communication and family in future. The next part is the sites. You can divide it into two parts, Indian sites and world sites. Indian sites include Bhimbetka, which is in Madhya Pradesh, Lakudiyar in Uttarakhand, and Jogimara in Madhya Pradesh. Animal shows were bulls, elephant, sambar, gazelle, and tridents or three-legged lizard, which we have seen earlier. You can draw a short map showing the painting sites of or upper Paleolithic art sites, Lakudiyar in Uttarakhand, Bhimbetka and Jogimara in Madhya Pradesh. World sites include sites in France and Spain. Fonte-Garme is in France. The animal were bison, rhino and mammoth. Los Coq is another famous site in France. The animals painted were horse and rhino. Les Trois Frères and Odenbert are in France. Macaroni art has been studied from here only, and it is a significant part of Upper Paleolithic art in Europe. Condama, Pindan and Altamira, these are all in Spain. Many hunting scenes have been studied from these sites. Now you can draw a small map of France and Spain and add the sites of Los Coq, Altamira, Condama, Pindan and Castillo, which has been shown here. So in this way you can approach this question and you can score good marks. How did you like lecture? You can comment on the comment section. If you have any doubt or concern, you can put it in the comment section. If you have any suggestion for me, then also you can put it in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe the video so that maximum aspirants can benefit from this initiative and you can do well in your examinations. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.